Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Very good evening, my dear children. Some network issues I was facing, but right now it's sorted. So in the last class we had, yeah. So today we'll be starting the 2018's paper. Okay, dear children. So let's start with this. What would be the last digit of 3 raised to 2011 when it is expanded? So, by the way, for your information, this is 2018's paper. Okay, I'll just show you. Yeah.
September 2008.
I'm just muting everyone so that we won't be able to listen to your conversation. Whenever you have any doubt, you can unmute and ask your doubt, and then afterwards you please mute yourself. Okay. What would be the last digit in this number, 3 raised to 2011? So for that, it's a very simple logic. So initially, when it is 3 raised to 3 raised to 1 means 3 itself. So 3 raised to 1 is 3. 3 raised to 2 is 9. So I'm going to write, see, they're asking the last digit only. So whatever is there in the units place, that only I am caring about. So 3 raised to 3 is 9 threes are it's 27, of which 7 is there in the units place. So I'm going to write only whatever is there in the units place. Okay. Now 3 raised to 4, 7 threes are 21, of which 1 will be there in the units place. Then 3 raised to 5, it's again 1 threes are 3. So I can say that initially it was 3, then 9, then 7, then 1, then again 3 is repeating, which means after 3, again 9 is going to come, again 7 is going to come, again 1 is going to go, and this thing is going to repeat. So basically, it's a block of 4 or a group of 4, which is going to be repeated again and again, again and again. So, which means it depends on so basically what I'll do, I'll divide this 2011 by 4 and I'll check what is the remainder. So when I'll divide 2011 by 4, the remainder is, in this case, the remainder is going to be 2008. Remainder is going to be 3.
Sir. 3.
Yeah. So remainder is going to be 3. So when remainder is going to be 3 means 1, 2, 3. This will be your answer. So whatever is the remainder, that position will be your answer. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So the possibilities of remainder is basically if remainder is 1, this would have been your answer. If remainder was 2, then this would have been your answer. If remainder was 3, then this would have been your answer. This is your answer in this case. But then you will say, sir, if remainder is 4, actually remainder 4 is never possible because we are dividing with 4. So the remainder will always be less than 4. But instead of 4, we can get remainder equal to 0. So when remainder is 0, then the fourth number will be your answer. So it depends on what is your remainder, that says which is your answer. Okay, in this case, remainder is 3, hence 7 is your answer.
And sir, can the remainder be 5?
No, remainder will always be less than with what number you're dividing. So if you're dividing with
Okay, sir.
4, your remainder can be 0, 1, 2, 3. If you're dividing with 5, for example, if I'm saying if you're dividing by 7, your remainder can be any number starting from 0 to 6.
Okay,
Okay?
sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I had a doubt.
Yes, please.
Sir, over here we divided by 4 because 3971 is 4, right?
Yeah.
Like there are
3971.
4
Yeah.
numbers. And also, sir, if right now it is 3, but if it is like 5 or 6 or anything, then the same rule applies.
Same rule. Every time it's going to be the same. For your understanding, what I'll do, okay, first you write this, then I'll solve with 5 also. I'll just wait for a minute for everyone to write this down, then I'll erase this and solve with 5 also. Just for the sake of your understanding.
Sir, why don't we start with 3 raised to 0?
3 raised to 0, it is not required, technically speaking.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. I'm erasing this now. So, for example, if your number was 2 raised to 2011, just for example, okay. So, how would you have dealt this? So, first of all, 2 raised to 1, you'll write 2. Then 2 raised to 2, you'll write 4. Then 2 raised to 3, sorry, 2 raised to 3, again, you have to basically multiply by 2. Multiply this by 2, you'll get 8. 2 raised to 4, 8 multiplied by 8 multiplied by 2 is 16, of which I'll write only 6 because I care only about the units place. Then again, 2 raised to 5, 6 multiplied by 2 is again 12. 12, like 12, which means 2 is the units place. So again, since 2 is repeating, I'll not go further because I understand that this is the 4, these are the 4 numbers which are going to come in cycle. So again, in this case also, I'll be dividing it by, what do we say? I'll be dividing 2011 by 4 itself. And the remainder, whatever is the remainder, that position will be my answer. In this case, remainder 3 is only I'm going to get. Hence, 8 will be my answer. Again, I'll do one thing. Instead of 2, I'll use some other number. Now I'll use 2 ho gaya, 3 ho gaya. I'll use 4 now. Okay. So 4 raised to 2011. Again, same story. 4 raised to 1. It's 4. Just a minute. I'm explaining. 4 raised to 2 is 16. I'll write 6 only. 4 raised to 3. 6 fours are, it's 24 again. So I'll write 4 only. So in this case, immediately the next number, like the third number is 4. So I'll not go further. I'll say that these two numbers are going to repeat. Since there are only two numbers, this time what I'll be doing, I'll be dividing 2011 by 2. Then I'll check what is the remainder. In this case, I know that the remainder is going to be 1. There are only two possibilities. The remainder can be 1 or the remainder can be 0 because the remainder is not going to be 2. It will be either 1 or 0. So remainder 0, if remainder was 0, I would have said units place would have had 6. If remainder, since remainder is 1, I'll say the units place is going to have 4. That's it. My answer will be 4 in this case. I
Sir,
hope
in
the
any
picture is clear.
number, the number of cycles will differ, right?
Yes. See here, there are only two numbers in a cycle. Previously, for
Yeah.
2 and 3, there were 4 numbers in the cycle. For 4 and
Yes. Okay.
I hope things are clear, right?
Yeah, yes.
Hmm.
Thanks.
Yeah. Is anybody else having a doubt? If no, I'll proceed further.
No, sir.
Yes, sir, you could go ahead.
Okay, that's great. So going towards the second problem, by the way, I'm just reminding you, 7 was the answer, right? 3, 9, 7. Yeah, 7 was the answer for the first one. So going to the second question, 3 times the measure of an angle is measure of its supplement. So let me say the angle is x. So its supplement is basically 180 minus x. That is equal to 3 times the angle, which means it is equal to 3x. Okay. Which equation expresses the statement if the measure of the angle is x? Acha, your measure of angle is considered as x only. So there is no statement which says 180 minus x equal to 3x. But when I take x to the other side, I'll get this as 180 is equal to 4x. So I have option 3 which says 4x is equal to 180, and hence option 3 is the correct answer. Okay, let's proceed further. Hmm, Next question. The figure beside shows a rhombus and two sizes of regular hexagon. What is the ratio of the area of the smaller hexagon to the larger hexagon? So this is the smaller hexagon and this is the larger hexagon. So let me say this hexagon side is, let's say A. A is the side of this hexagon, which means all sides are A. Okay. So this is also A. This is also A. Now here I have a rhombus, of which one side is A, which means the other side is also going to be A. Now, from this figure, one thing is clear, that the for the bigger hexagon, the like one side comprises of two A's, which means the side of the bigger hexagon is 2A, or larger hexagon is 2A. If this much I'm aware of, then I'm done. I don't have to worry about anything. So area of hexagon's formula is, if you don't know, I'm just telling you, it's 3 root 3 upon 2 multiplied by side square. In this case, I've considered side to be A, hence I'm writing A square over here. So 3 root 3 upon 2 multiplied by A square. Now, area of what they are asking is area of smaller hexagon upon area of larger hexagon. So for smaller hexagon, I'll write 3 root 3 upon 2 multiplied by A square, because A is the side of the smaller hexagon. Upon, for larger hexagon, again I will write 3 root 3 upon 2 multiplied by, for larger hexagon the side is 2A. So I'll write 2A square, side square. Now, since these numbers are common in the numerator as well as denominator, I can simply cancel them because they will get divided with each other to give answer as 1. Now, in the numerator, I have a square, whereas in the denominator, I have 2a the whole square, which means it is 2 square multiplied by a square. 2 square is 4 and a square is a square. A square and a square gets cancelled with each other to give us 1. And that gives us the answer as 1 by 4. Hence, your answer is option 2.
Sir, I did not understand that you wrote area is equals to the first one, 3 into root 3 upon 2a square, of which
I'm assuming how you're asking about this formula. My dear child, this is the formula for area of a hexagon. So whenever you see a hexagon, you can directly use this formula. It's a standard formula.
okay, formula.
Yeah.
Sir, and what is this AS upon AL, area of
Yeah, AS means area of smaller, S
smaller
stands for
upon
small. Yeah,
upon
area of
larger?
larger. Correct.
So can you explain after the cutting part what you did?
Yeah, sure. So in this case, the upper area as well as the lower area had the same numbers, right? So I can say that those like same number upon same number divides to cancels with each other to give us 1, right? And then I had uh, a square in the numerator and 2a the whole square in the denominator. So which means the square is applicable for both the numbers. So I'll square 2 as well to write 4 and I'll square a to write a square. The numerator and denominator both are having a square. They will get cancelled with each other to give us 1. And numerator has 1, denominator has 4. That's it.
Sir, in the second in the finding of bigger hexagon, I cancelled 2 and 2 and I got 3 2a square.
I'm sorry. 2 and 2, 3, 2a square. Wait. I'm sorry. I did not understand your question.
Sir, in the area of larger one, 3 root 3 upon 2 into 2a का whole square.
3
So
root 3
2
upon 2
का
whole.
square is 4.
Correct.
So I cut 2 ones are 2 twos are. So it is
Don't
3
do that.
root 3 into 2a square.
See, ultimately you will get the same answer only, but you will increase the number of steps here. So don't do that.
Okay, sir.
But you will do at
Okay, sir.
least 2, 3 extra steps and you will land up in the same answer only. So इतना मेहनत क्यों करना है? Whenever you see similar numbers, simply wipe it off like this. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
sir, how did you get like that 2A part? I don't understand.
2a. Okay. So 2a part. So I considered the side of the smaller hexagon to be a. So which means this is a. So this is one part of the larger hexagon side. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, the other part was covered by rhombus. But as you can see, one side of this rhombus is common to the one side of smaller hexagon. So if smaller hexagon ka side is A, then rhombus ka side is also A, right?
Yes, sir.
That's how I understood कि rhombus का एक side तो इधर भी है. That means this is also A. Now one side, one part is A because of rhombus, the other part is A because of the hexagon. When you combine them, total A plus A, you will get 2A. Hence the side of the bigger hexagon is 2A.
Okay, sir.
Sir, but I think in rhombus opposite sides are equal, right?
No. All sides are equal. That's parallelogram, which has opposite sides equal.
Okay, sir.
So going to the fourth question, dear children. 3 gold bars of weight 780, 840, 960 are cut into small pieces of which have equal weight. Okay, each piece must be as heavy as possible. One of the pieces is given to one person. If one piece is given to one person, then how many people will get the gold piece? So basically, first of all, we have to find, uh, find a common multiple between them. So what they're asking basically, ये सारे वजन को we have to break them into like same values. Okay, so we have to
Sir,
find
we will find the
HCF.
HCF, right?
Absolutely, highest common factor. Why highest? Because they have asked this to be as heavy as possible, which means जितना बड़ा common number मिले उतना बढ़िया है. So that's what they are saying. So we have to find HCF for all three numbers, 78, 84, and
60.
96. What is it?
60, sir. 60.
Let me just think. Yeah, that
120.
actually. Hold on. 120 will not be because 780 won't come in 120's paper, but it comes under 60. Yeah, 60 is a probable possibility. I understand. 60 can be the HCF, but still we can just verify them. So when I cancel, okay, 780. So I'm just writing 780. 780 is basically 13 multiplied by 60. And then I'll say 840. 840 will be obviously 60.
So it
The
works.
next 14 multiplied by 60. And the next one is 960.
16 into 16.
Yeah, that actually makes sense. 16 multiplied by 60. Yeah, 60 is the HCF because 60 के आगे जा ही नहीं सकता. 13, 14 and 16 they don't have a common multiple with each other. So 60 is the HCF, which means the weight of each gold bar should
Yes,
be
sir.
60. Okay. Sorry, the weight of each gold bar will be 60. Now, they have how many gold bars? These many gold bars they have. Because each gold bar is having a weight of 60. So इसमें से 13 bars बने, इसमें से 14 bars, from here they got 16 bars. So total how many bars did they get? So total number of bars.
43. Sir,
Yes.
43.
So it's basically 13 plus 14 plus 16. Sorry, 43 it is. So total number of 43 bars are there, and that is your answer. Yes, Priya.
I had some internet issues, so could you just tell me what happened in the sum?
Sure. So we are dealing with the fourth problem of 2018. नहीं, हाँ, 18th paper. बराबर. Fourth problem of 2018 paper we are dealing with. So over here we have 3 gold bars of so and so weight, 780, 840, and 960. We are supposed to cut them into some weight. Okay, and that should be common for all of them, and that should be as heavy as possible. And hence we found the HCF for all three numbers. The HCF for all three numbers were 60. And I just checked what are the factors. So 780 can be broken as 13 multiplied by 60, 840 is 14 multiplied by 60, and 960 is 16 multiplied by 60. So the second part of the question says that if each gold bar is going to be given to one person each, then how many person can receive the gold bar? So indirectly what they are asking is, bhai kitne gold bars hai? That's what they are asking. So basically we are going to add all the number of gold bars. So with the first weight at 780, we had 13 gold bars of 60 of weight 60 each, and for the second one we had 14, and for the third one we had 16. So total we have 13 plus 14 plus 16, that is 43 gold bars, and hence your answer is 43. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I'll be raising this in like 30 seconds or so. Okay, proceed. Let's proceed further. So two buses, they leave from Pune to Nagpur at the same time, 45 kilometer per hour and 60 kilometer per hour respectively. The second bus takes 5.5 hours less than the first bus because second bus ka speed zyada tha to complete the journey. What is the distance between Pune and Nagpur? So the distance is going to remain same. So the distance will be equal to speed of the first bus is basically speed multiplied by time. Distance is what? Speed multiplied by time. So let me consider the first bus as T. So first bus ka speed is 45 multiplied by first bus ka time is T. I'm just considering it as T. For the second bus, the speed is 60 multiplied by the time taken by the second bus is T minus 5.5. That is 5.5. So because this bus takes lesser time. So since distance covered by them is the same, what I'll do instead of writing this T, I'll write 45 multiplied by T over here. So what I'll be getting 45T is equal to, I'll open this, no, before opening bracket, let me cancel this. So 60 into T minus 5.5. So let me do some cancellation. 15 3s are 45 and 15 4s are 60 it is. Okay. So that will give you 3t on the left hand side, and on the right hand side you have 4t minus 5.5 multiplied by 4 is 22.
22.
Good. So I take 22 to the other side and t to this side. So 22 I'll have over here. 4t minus 3t I'll have t. So t is the time taken by the first bus. So the question is how much is the distance between them? So the distance is basically speed into time. This time I know the time. So speed is 45 and the time is t, which is 22.
990.
Yeah,
Yes, sir. 990 kilometers.
990.
990 kilometers.
990 kilometers.
Correct, correct. 990 is your answer. Which technically speaking is not accurate. Well, the distance between Pune and Nagpur is around 700 kilometers, 650 to 700 kilometers. But it's okay. This is just an imaginary question.
I want
Sir,
to ask,
distance
sir,
in the formula, distance equals speed into time. What is V?
V speed. V speed.
Sir, we indicate speed by S, right?
Yeah, in higher classes, you will use V for speed. There is a reason for that. V speed is also called as velocity, and hence we use V.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir, S is displacement, right?
Yeah, in higher class, you will use S for displacement, and hence I did not use S over here. Okay. Okay. Let's proceed further. I'll erase this now. Sixth question. If x plus 1 by x is 2, x minus 1 by x is equal to 5 is to 3, which means I'll write x plus 1 by x upon x minus 1 by x is equal to 5 upon 3. Then what they're asking is the value of x. Let's try to solve this. So I'll do one thing. I'll take LCM over here. So that will give me x square plus 1 in the numerator. Over here only I'm doing x square plus 1 upon x, and over here I'll be having x square minus 1 upon x, and these x's they get cancelled with each other. Okay, so I'll show you the division over here. It's well, if you don't know, I'll show it to you. X square plus 1 upon x divided by x square minus 1 upon x. This can also be written as x square plus 1 upon x multiplied by, okay, x upon x square minus 1. So when the division goes and becomes, when the division becomes multiplication, the fraction, second fraction, only the second fraction, it reverses. Okay. In this case, you can cancel x, and hence I cancelled, hence I was saying you can directly cancel. But some cases you might face a confusion, and hence I solved it completely for your better understanding. Okay. So on the right hand side, we always had 5 is to 3. Now, what ratio I have? X square plus 1 in the numerator and x square minus 1 in the denominator. I'll do one thing. I'll take the denominators to the other side. X square minus 1 goes to the right hand side and 3 comes to the left hand side. So I'll be having 3x square plus 3 is equal to 5x square minus 5. I take x squares terms together, 5x square minus 3x square, I'll get 2x square. I take minus 5 over here, it becomes plus 5. 5 plus 3 becomes 8 over here. That means x square
Sir,
becomes
2.
4. That means when you take a square root, it
Sir, 2
becomes
answer.
2.
The
But
plus or
it
minus.
can
What
be a
is the
plus
meaning
2
of
Plus
or
minus
a,
2.
hold on. Yeah. It can be a plus 2 or a minus 2. Why do we say plus minus over here. Whenever we take a square root, it can be plus or minus. Why? Because when you're squaring 2, consider you're squaring plus 2. So plus 2
Because
means
plus
what?
2 times plus 2 will become
Yes,
plus 2
plus
only,
and
and
plus.
minus 2 times minus 2 minus minus plus. So that's why it will be the
Correct.
same.
So 4 is square of not only plus 2 but also minus 2, because if you're squaring minus 2 also you're going to get the answer as plus 4, because minus are multiplied with each other twice. Minus and minus becomes plus only. So whichever number, plus or minus, when you're squaring them, your answer is always plus. So when you take a square root, there is a possibility that your answer is either plus 2 or it is minus 2. Both are a possibility, and hence we write plus or minus 2.
Sir, what is this sign under the plus one?
It's minus.
So how can it be minus plus 2?
This one, right? Or this?
Yes.
Acha, this?
This
I was
one.
saying, see, that's what I explained. When you're squaring, what are you doing over here? You're saying that x ka square is 4. So koi to ek number ka square hai 4. Now what is this number? It can be plus 2 or minus 2. Both are a possibility, because when you square plus 2,
Yes.
that time also you get 4. When you square minus 2, that time also you are going to get 4. So x can be either plus 2 or minus 2. So hence we can write plus and उसके नीचे एक और बार minus लिख के we can write 2. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let's proceed further. Seventh question. Anand won 80% of the games played in last year in the year 2015. In 2016, he played 20% more games than year 2015, but only 60% of the games. What percentage change in the number of games he won in 2016 as compared to 2015? Okay, so since everything is in percentage, we'll consider a number 100 and we'll solve based on that. Okay, because that is the easiest method to solve whenever you find everything in only percentage, no values are given. Okay, since there is no value, I'll consider 100 as my value. So let me assume total 100 games were played in 2015, out of which he won 80, which means he lost 20. In year 2016, he played 20% more. So 100 say 20% more, which means he played 120 games in the year 2016. But he won only 60% of 120. So in 2016, 60 percentage. Okay. In 2016,
So basically, he won 22 games in 2016, right?
72, correct.
Yes.
So 60
Yes, sir.
percentage of 120 will be 72. So we are
72.
considering if he played 120 games, out of which he might have won 72 games. Now the question is, what is the percentage of change in number of games he won? So in 2015 he won 80 games. In 2016 he won 72 games, which means he won 8 games
Sir, down by
lesser.
10%, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
Correct.
Down by
by
10%.
Not 10, yaar, 8%. Because see, this is not real number. You understood? This is not a real number, right? Wait.
Sir, but
Yes.
percent sign is also there, no, sir?
Sir, it's not
Oh,
10%,
sir, we will
Yes, sir.
divide it by
down
100.
10%.
Sir, it will be
80 minus 72 upon 80 into 100.
80 minus
Sir,
72
it was
upon
what
80.
was
Yeah,
the
yeah, my bad, my
percentage?
bad, my bad. Yeah. So the percentage
So, sir,
change is
technically it will result in down by 10%.
correct. 80 minus 72 upon initial value 80 multiplied by 100. Correct. So that gives you 8 upon 80. Yeah, 10%. So down by 10%. किधर गया? हाँ.
No, but I'm getting 4th only.
You might have done the same mistake. You might have directly subtracted the previous win and the new win.
No, sir, I
But you have,
took instead of 100, I took X.
you took what?
Sir, in 2015, I took X games, and so in 2016, it will be 1.2X.
Correct. Which means
And
out of
then I
which he
saw
might have
that I
won
was getting
0.72x,
Hmm.
right? And here he might have won 0.8x. So what you have to do, the percentage change in your case will be 0.8x minus 0.72x divided by 0.8x multiplied by 100. That will be your formula. This will give you the same answer itself. Because here you're going to get 0.08 divided by 0.8, you'll get 10. So multiply करके. Okay.
So
Yep.
in the percentile, why did we do divided by 80?
Because see, whenever you find the percentage is always a comparison of of your real value divided by your previous value or expected value or something like that. For example, in your score also, nowadays I don't know if your schools they follow a percentage system or CGPA system or grade system. But percentage is generally calculated as whatever is your real value upon whatever is the total value or expected value. So there should always be a denominator, then multiplied by 100. That's how percentage is calculated. Okay. In this case,
Yes.
what happened over here? 80 minus 72 happened. Divided by what was there exactly? 80 multiplied by 100. Okay.
Yes.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I'm erasing this now. Wait, what happened?
Sir, should we leave the meeting because only less than 1 minute is
Oh,
left?
yeah. Let's join
Sir,
again.
Yes,
I
sir. We
forgot.
should